Half the cans in the corned beef aisle are not quite what the front label made you picture: filler, gel, potato, and mystery ratios hiding behind familiar packaging. We're clearing the shelf of 11 label types to skip, then counting down 5 brands that are actually real beef, with a number one your grandparents already knew. The first red flag is the easiest one to spot, and all it takes is flipping the can around and reading the ingredient line. Number 11 on our list is the filler-loaded label. Flip the can over and check the ingredient order before anything else. If soy protein concentrate or modified food starch appears right next to beef, you are paying beef prices for cheap binders. Food processors started using soy protein concentrate in the late 1970s to combat rising meat costs, and by the 1980s, modified starches became the standard way to lock in water weight. While these cans are perfectly safe, legal, and highly affordable, they stretch a small amount of meat using food chemistry. Published taste tests frequently note that these heavy binder formulas result in a softer, wobbly texture rather than a firm, sliceable block. If you want honest value, avoid cans where plant-based fillers crowd out the actual beef. Number 10 on our list is the official product name itself. Before you even look at the price or the appetizing photo on the front, read the legal name line required by the USDA. If you see phrases like beef product or flavored with, the label is warning you in plain sight. Under federal standards of identity, beef product means the manufacturer is legally allowed to blend mechanically separated meat, trimmings, and offcuts with heavy binders. It is perfectly safe, but it does not guarantee a high percentage of whole muscle meat. Likewise, flavored with signals that the primary bulk is likely a cheaper substitute, like soy protein, with flavor additives layered on top. The product is entirely legal, but marketing imagery cannot override these strict naming rules. Check the legal name line to see exactly what you are paying for. Number 9 is the wobbling Jell-O brick texture. This is where paper warnings on the label become a physical reality in your kitchen. Published taste tests and review roundups frequently describe some budget tier cans as gelatinous, overly soft, and sliding out of the metal as a single trembling block rather than firm beef. The culprit behind this wobble is a formula heavy on water and starch binders, which are used to lock in moisture and save production costs. While these products are completely safe, legal, and edible, the texture is a complete mismatch for anyone expecting sliceable, real meat. When you open a can and the contents slide out like a soft slab of gelatin, you are seeing food chemistry at work. This physical texture warning lands here because it is the first unmistakable sign that fillers have pushed real beef aside. Number 8 on our list is the gristle lottery. While some budget formulas suffer from a soft, gelatinous texture, this issue is about pure inconsistency. Published taste tests and home cooks frequently complain about extreme can-to-can variation in chew and sinew. You might open one can that seems perfectly acceptable for a quick breakfast hash, only for the very next can from the same brand to be packed with tough, stringy gristle and uneven chunks. When you are paying hard-earned dollars, reliability matters just as much as a good first impression. Do not assume that a higher price tag automatically guarantees a stable, uniform texture either. Many mid-tier options still suffer from these unpredictable quality swings. While these cans are completely safe and legal, risking your breakfast on a coin flip of tough sinew makes unpredictability its own major grocery hazard. Number 7 on our list is the sky-high sodium count. This is the most direct, numerical red flag you can spot right in the grocery aisle. Flip the can around and compare the sodium per serving on the nutrition panel. While high-quality, real beef options generally cluster between 1,150 and 1,300 milligrams of sodium per 100 grams, skip-style formulas often skyrocket to a range of 1,600 to 2,200 milligrams. To put that in perspective, the American Heart Association recommends a daily limit of 1,500 milligrams for many adults. Manufacturers of lower-tier cans often use massive amounts of salt to preserve and flavor heavily diluted meat blends. Checking this single number is the fastest way to expose costly quality trade-offs and avoid paying premium beef prices for a cheap, salt-soaked shortcut. Number 6 is the common category mix-up on the grocery shelf. Many shoppers grab a can of corned beef hash thinking they are buying plain, solid meat with a few potatoes mixed in. Under federal standards of identity, the Food Safety and Inspection Service defines corned beef hash as a semi-solid beef and potato product. By law, these cans must contain at least 30% potatoes and only 25% cooked beef. The potatoes, fats, and seasonings are built directly into the identity of the product. While this canned option is perfectly safe and tasty, buying it when you want pure beef is a costly mistake. You end up paying beef prices for potatoes. Always read the product name line clearly to ensure you are buying real solid beef instead of a potato blend. Number 5 on our list is the blank space where a beef percentage should be. Under federal rules, manufacturers are not required to print the actual percentage of meat inside the can. While a few brands voluntarily put a number on the label, like Hereford's clear 70% beef disclosure, most choose to stay completely silent. This omission makes it incredibly difficult for you to judge the actual meat value of what you are buying. Without a specific number, you are left guessing how much of that is real, solid beef versus cheap water weight and starch binders. In a fair marketplace, honest labeling is a major value signal. When a brand hides the most critical number on the label, it is a clear warning sign that you might be paying beef prices for a lot of invisible fillers. Number 4 on our list is the presence of variety meat blends. Flip the can over and read the ingredients list carefully. If you spot terms like beef hearts, liver, tongue, or tripe, you are looking at variety meats. Under USDA regulations, these offcuts are perfectly legal, safe, and wholesome to eat. These are actual meat products instead of plant-based fillers like soy or starch. Still, they might not match what you expect when you think of classic corned beef. These budget-friendly organ meats can drastically change the final product, often adding a much firmer, rubbery chew and a stronger, slightly gamey flavor profile. These cans are cheap and legally compliant, but they use cheaper cuts to keep prices down. If you want a traditional, clean beef flavor and texture, make sure to read the label and avoid variety meat blends. Number 3 on our list is the physical danger of dented and bulging cans. While other warnings focus on label honesty and product style, this is the one hard safety boundary in the grocery aisle. Never buy cans with dented seams, bulges, rust, or leakage. The Food Safety and Inspection Service treats visible damage as a discard warning. A compromised hermetic seal allows dangerous bacteria, including botulinum spores, to grow inside the meat. This rule applies at any price point, no matter how cheap the bargain looks. Always perform a quick visual inspection before tossing a can into your cart. If a dent creases a seam or the rim of the can, leave it on the shelf. Saving a few cents on a damaged package is never worth risking severe foodborne illness. Number 2 on our list is the mystery no-name can. Walk down any discount grocery aisle and you will find ultra-cheap, unbranded cans with incredibly vague labels. These products often omit clear company contact details, web addresses, or even a recognizable corporate name, making traceability almost impossible if you have a question about what is inside. While these bargain cans are completely safe and legally compliant, this lack of transparent branding is a major red flag for accountability. Food safety advocates emphasize that consumer confidence relies on open, clear documentation. When a manufacturer hides behind a generic label and refuses to put their actual name on the front, they are withholding the basic proof of quality that every shopper deserves. Paying a rock-bottom price is not worth trading away your right to know exactly who made your food. And finally, in first place for our warning list, the giant value can trap. When you walk down the canned meat aisle, shelf math can easily trick you. A massive 25-ounce generic can of corned beef might display a rock-bottom unit price of just 10 cents per ounce. It looks like the ultimate bargain compared to smaller 12-ounce cans that cost over twice as much per ounce. But here is the catch. Once you open canned meat, the quality drops fast. Federal food safety guidelines recommend finishing opened canned meat within 3 days of refrigeration. Unless you are feeding a crowd, that giant brick of beef will likely spoil before you can finish it. Throwing away half a can immediately erases any initial savings. Real value means buying the exact size your household will finish, not the biggest can on the shelf. Number 5 on our real beef list is Walmart's Great Value. This budget option is a surprise performer in published taste tests and review roundups. While it is not the most polished product on the shelf, it delivers honest beef at a remarkably low shelf price, with research pricing placing it around $1.49 for a 12-ounce can. What makes this choice stand out is its extra fat profile. In the frying pan, that extra fat renders down and allows the meat to crisp up into a rich golden crust. If you love a crunchy texture on your breakfast hash, this budget-friendly pick delivers real pan-fry payoff without forcing you to spend premium name-brand dollars. Instead of water-weight fillers, you get a solid base that performs when heated. It serves as our value-first recommendation, proving you do not have to pay high prices for a real beef experience. Number 4 on our real beef list is Goya. Frequently stocked in Hispanic-focused grocery chains across the South and Southeast, this brand is highly praised in consumer reviews as a dependable pantry staple. At around $2.09 for a 15-ounce can, it offers a solid value per ounce ratio. Unlike cold sliced options, Goya is a formula built for the stove. Published taste tests reveal that its beefy, savory flavor dramatically improves once heated, allowing the fats to render down and release a deeper, caramelized taste. Sourced from USDA approved facilities in South America, the ingredient list puts beef first, followed by pork fat, water, and minimal soy binder. It ranks above basic budget choices because of this superior cooking payoff, making it a reliable, high-performing choice for a quick dinner hash or stew. Number 3 on our real beef list is Hereford. This brand lands high because its label is one of the clearest, most transparent reads in the entire canned meat aisle. While most brands stay silent about their actual meat content, Hereford proudly prints a 70% beef claim right on the package. Priced at $2.79 for a 12-ounce can, it costs more than budget tier options, but you are paying for actual muscle meat instead of cheap plant-based fillers. A check of its formulation reveals 0 soy protein and 0 modified food starch. Instead, this Kansas-sourced product uses USDA graded cuts and a touch of pork fat for natural moisture. In published taste tests, reviewers consistently praise its robust flavor and firm, sliceable texture. It represents a clean, meat-first identity, where the actual contents match the claims on the front label. In second place on our real beef list is Hormel, a brand that pairs nearly a century of trust with outstanding performance in blind taste tests. The company began canning meat in 1918 and launched its dedicated corned beef line in 1924, establishing a decades-long track record in American pantries. Priced at $3.09 for a 12-ounce can, it costs more than basic budget brands, but you are paying for reliable quality. Instead of heavy starch binders, Hormel uses a clean recipe of beef, pork fat, water, and salt. In published blind tastings, including a major culinary review roundup, Hormel consistently ranks at or near the very top for overall flavor balance. Testers praise its authentic, savory seasoning and tender, non-rubbery texture that holds together beautifully whether sliced cold or fried in a skillet. It is a proven benchmark of consistency, backed by a century of heritage. And finally, in first place on our real beef list is Libby's. Sourced with a brand lineage stretching all the way back to 1910, this is the very name your grandparents trusted to deliver honest, dependable meat. Retailing at $2.99 for a 12-ounce can, Libby's consistently scores at the top of consumer surveys for its remarkable can-after-can reliability. Flip the can over and you will find beef listed first, supported by pork fat and a minimal, clean binder list. What truly sets this brand apart in published taste tests is its unmatched culinary versatility. Whether you slice it cold for a quick sandwich, warm it up, or fry it into a beautifully crisped breakfast hash, the texture and savory seasoning hold up perfectly. It is the ultimate champion because it combines cross-generational heritage with a formula that always matches real beef expectations. Just remember to let the label guide your next grocery run. Across the entire aisle, the pattern is clear. The front of the can is marketing, but the ingredient list is the law. To get honest meat for your hard-earned dollar, ignore the nostalgic graphics and let the label decide.